Okay, it's the very early 2000s. You're just a kid, and you insistently ask your parents to accompany you to your friend. After a lot of crying, they finally satisfy you. You arrive at your best friend's house, and he lets you play at PS1. To tell the truth, he played, and you just watched. I know before it wasn't that fun to watch others play. Everything is normal until he starts this wonder. The Lost World Jurassic Park. From there, you not only said goodbye to sunlight, but you also realized how cool dinosaurs were in video games. Once you finished a game, you could visit the gallery of game concepts, and you will see not only those of the dinosaurs and characters you have played, but also dinosaurs never used for the final game. Among many really interesting concepts and models, he stands out. Maybe most requested dinosaur by the Jurassic Park fanbase, appearing more than rarely in the Jurassic franchise. And you think, how nice it would have been to play him or meet him in the game. Time passes, you blink, and you find yourself at 25 with two questions stuck in your head. The first is whether you will ever actually get a job. And the second is still the same as when you were a kid. How cool it would have been to have the Giganotosaurus in the game. Then I turn on one of the 2.5 neurons I have and say, wait, but I'm a 3D modeler, I can do it. Obviously, over the years, there have been many artists who have recreated this dinosaur in their own style. But it's also true that no one has ever imagined it with the graphics of the PS1 game, and that's why I'm here, my friends. I will create for the first time the model for the PS1 of the Giganotosaurus from the Lost World Jurassic Park. First, I created a base. Using the other images in the concept, I managed to create a Giganotosaurus shape to use as a reference. Before starting to model the dinosaur, however, I looked for as many references as possible to fully understand how the game models were created. On the PS1, the models have really low number of polygons, and what makes them credible are the textures. We can say that they are almost digital origami. Once everything was ready, I started modeling the Giganotosaurus, paying attention to the number of polygons. Looking at the references of predatory dinosaurs, I noticed that there are no more than 3 segments in the neck. Often for the head, there are even fewer, but I wanted to be generous. The inside of the mouth, however, is much simpler. It is limited to being a simple plane. I modeled the legs and torso in the same way, remembering to maintain that angular look. While I was modeling it, I also did a texture test, and it already looked fantastic. Once the base was ready, I prepared the textures and started unwrapping. The textures do not need to be in HD, but they must have enough details. For the teeth, I used a plane and created a mask to make the plane transparent. And the Giganotosaurus from the Lost World has finally been brought to life. I think I've fallen in love with the PS1 style models. They have this retro style that I love, but I don't feel 100% satisfied. I created the model, yes, but I want to see it in action. So after giving him a skeleton and assigning the basic animations, I created a fake PS1 style level with props and also some surprises for fans of the game. The PS1 Giganotosaurus is finally a reality. Even though it's just a fan-made, it was nice to see it in action for the first time. It was great working on this video, from designing to modeling all the models and props. Obviously, I'm not a game designer, but I hope I have recreated the same atmosphere as the original game. I had fun recreating the Tyrannosaurus from the original game and the Mamenchosaurus, the sauropod that only appeared in the second film of the saga. For the big fans, I also wanted to include the Parasaurolophus and the Dimetrodon, two of the animals never included in the original game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll see you again soon for new content. Stay tuned.